Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing this February the 11th. A quick lunchtime update. Apologize for the not as in-depth videos the last couple of days. It's been extremely busy for me, but I'm still getting these videos out once a day. But we'll go tonight, I promise you. We'll have an in-depth altcoin video and get back to our daily two normal nightly videos that have the information that you've come to expect and deserve. Like the channel, subscribe down below. Join Yas members of Jabroni Killers for an industry cheap and best value of $3.99. And we're going to look at just a few coins here. I'm on my lunchtime break here, so this will just be a brief overview. But Coreum, one of my subscribers wanted me to look at again, and over the weekend, let's zoom in. No, we're going to need, no, this one, the coin hasn't been up very long. The hour time frame, when Coreum got rejected and came all the way back down in this falling channel, it hit this target down here that we made at 0.13 cents, and then it started to pump back up, and we had this major resistance now on the upside at 20 cents, which was acting as major support for the last several months. Right here you can see we had support right there, and then we had some more support back here back in November of 2024. So this was our major, the last time we talked about this, after the big dump, our major area of support with Coreum. And now what you would look forward to do in the hour time frame is to hold this 20-cent level, right? And if you can hold that 20-cent level, you can try to move back even farther up to the upside. And you can see where it's at now. You can see where we fell back from back here in early to mid-January. We went from about 30 cents all the way down to a swing low of about 13 cents. So that's about a 55% fall. Now, if we fail to hold this 20 cents in the short term in Coreum, what would happen is you would come back down like this. And then you'd look to reload on the moving averages near the hour time frame. If you got rejected there, you would get rejected similar to what happened right there. And then you would try to look to hold so you can bounce back up to the upside. And if you can hold that 20 cents in Coreum, and we'll look more into this tonight, this would be your next area of support and resistance. We're going to unlock. We have to pull this out to the current time. Then we're going to go ahead and relock it. And if you look at what's been going on in Coreum, we got rejected by this purple trading box. Support. Lunchtime. Lunchtime. I don't go anywhere on lunch. I got a buster ball. Yeah, I'm not a big eater on lunch. I'm more of a snacker during the day. I like to fuck around on my phone at lunch,
Yep.
you know,
Jack's still here, huh? Okay.
sleeping somewhere.
No, he's got the truck inside, so he can't sleep on
And you can see we had support. Sorry, people see me on lunch in my car and they want to talk. Then we got supported and resisted just below the purple traded area. So if you did get and hold some support, you could try to make back into the mean of the volume in Coreum, which is right here, this big stick in the VIX volume profile. And that would be a major area of support and resistance, but you're coming from below it. So that'd be a major area of resistance. And we'll put this out. You see right there, up there at 27 cents. But first you have to hold that 20 cents. Uh, Something else somebody asked me about, DGB. Try to get to some of these that I haven't got to. Can DGB still come to lower levels down at 0.0058? That absolutely could, but does that mean it's going to do it right off the bat? Because there's that head and shoulders reversal pattern. Is there going to be ups and downs? Well, certainly. But we'll look at something important too. The 200 days descending. I'm not forecasting this in a few of the coins. Notice the 50-day short-term moving average has crossed, made a bearish cross, and now is underneath the medium-term or 100-day moving average. That's the sign of the bearishness that's been going on. And you can see now the 50-day is sitting down here at 0.01054, and it's just below the 100-day moving average in the daily time frame. And now what might happen if the bearish actually continues, and which could drive this technical target, is you could get the price to bounce up into here in DGB into daily, and then get rejected by a falling 200-day and then start to head back down to the downside again. And then if it starts to head back down to the downside, now that we've crossed the 50 over the 100, which is bearish, we might even get it accelerated, and you might even cross the 200, right? And that would be even more bearish action, right? So this looks very in short to medium term bearish. We could continue to have a short term pump up into this falling 200-day moving average in the daily, which could get you rejected. And then that could lead you down to a technical target from the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the neckline to the point of a breakout. You can see go from the top of the head to the neckline to the point of a breakout. And that's how we get down to that 0.00588. So that's what I'd be watching. Still don't want to buy you in the next few days in DGB. And yes, to my beautiful, yes, member Jabroni Killer, this is still possible and that's still very much in play. And we'll continue to watch out for it over the next several days. What else do we got? Algo has got supported on that 200-day moving average, and it's bouncing up just like we talked about. Oops, we got to lock that. That's why I always lock these. Just like we talked about on Saturday and Sunday, if you can get some support, you could come back up into the 100-day moving average, and then you'd have to see if the 100 or the 50 would get you rejected and then turn you back to the downside and maybe come closer to that 18-cent level. Because just like DGB did, I'm thinking in the short term here, come on. I'm thinking in the short term, the 50-day is going to cross the 100-day moving average or the 100-day moving average in blue. You can see we're descending down to 34.5 cents. 200's descending and the 100's descending at 32.5 and falling. And then we got the 27-cent 200-day moving average. So I would be looking on any recent pump here for the 50 or the 100 and see if that rejects the price. And if it does, that could bring you back down to that 18 cents. A quick look at XRP. XRP is trying to get a nice bounce. We're building this right shoulder. As you can see, we're in this head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. And if you want to know what we're talking about there, just go look back at any of the other videos that I've made the last few days. You can see the 50-day moving average is now running almost to that 256. It's right on that 256. Major resistance and support. When you're below it, you're short to medium term bearish. When you're above it, you're short to medium term bullish. The 100-day is down there at 218. And the 200-day is down there at 165. But what I think we're doing is we're building a right shoulder. So you would be looking at anytime you get near this 256 to 260, it's going to act as major resistance. And that's what we're going to continue to pay attention to see if you get rejected in the daily time frame by that 50-day moving average. It's sitting right there at 256. Or if you can get back on top of that and trade up. But right now, it's like we talked about during the week, you're going to trade between, on Sunday, we talked about this, between the 218 and the 256 are going to be your major support and resistance levels, the 50-day in the daily and the 100-day in the daily in red and the blue, respectively. And a quick wrap up with XLM. Then I got to let you go. You can see we pumped up off of that 200-day moving average at 27 cents. Now we're moving, if we update the moving averages in the daily, you can see the 200-day hasn't moved. The 100-day has turned bearish. Now it's down to 34 cents. And I'm just like we forecasted in this coin, when you're below the 46 cents, 43 cents up there, you're bearish. And we said that we thought the 50 would do a bearish cross and get below the 100-day in the daily. And I'm still thinking that's going to happen. It's accelerating the 50 to the downside. And what I would look now is to trade in between the 200 and the 100-day moving average. And if it spikes above it, I think it would get quickly shot down right now, and at least immediate short term with the XLM. Like, subscribe, and share to my lovely, glowing, beautiful audience members. Peace and love.